Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Thundorphin, and I will be playing through Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, also known as Gateway to Glimmer, the next game in the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and aiming for 100% completion. Spyro 2 was originally released in 1999, during the PlayStation 1 era, 1 year after Spyro the Dragon. According to Wikipedia, by 2007, approximately 3,400,000 copies were sold. This game contains 3 homeworlds, but the number of levels in each homeworld is inconsistent, and the levels themselves are longer, so I'll aim to keep each video below 40 minutes. Just gonna get ready, and we should be good to go.
I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh?
Whoa! Rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
Our adventure begins in a local level instead of a homeworld called Glimmer, hence the name. The Super Flame ability that I have is not lost on me, but I'll talk about that, but I'll cover the opening cutscene first. What we're given to understand is that Avalar is being terrorized by Ripto and his minions Crush and Gulp. Avalar's leader, Allura, who gave us the guidebook, wanted to intersect a portal to catch a dragon because Ripto hates dragons, and the professor does this on her behalf. Hunter, that cheater, does not want to do this for two reasons. It would make Ripto angrier, and the fact that dragons are not friendly by default, according to the professor's book, and may have caused a greater threat than Ripto himself. Luckily for them, they got Spyro, but Hunter's arguments against catching a dragon were valid, and Allura and the Professor were not considering all the risks to Avalar, especially after the means of how Ripto came into Avalar in the first place. But I'll discuss this further.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Allura's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
As I was saying, I'll discuss this further when the cutscene occurs, but we'll get through the first homeworld first. So since I have completed this game before, I'm stuck with permanent super flame, allowing me to flame enemies long range and break almost anything. This gives me an unfair advantage, since I should be only able to breathe fire at a small distance, so I need to make some ground rules to get through this playthrough. Just get these gems and then talk to Moneybags.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross. You'll have to pay up sooner or later. It's the only way across. I have to look after my Avalar's financial well-being. You know.
I will be talking about that as well.
Back again, eh? And with plenty of treasure, I see. Would you like me to open the bridge? I won't even increase the price. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
So, first off, enemies can only be defeated
To get a good
by
look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
There are too many tutorial NPCs, it's so annoying. Anyway, enemies that can be defeated by charging and regular fire can be super flamed at any point.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
During challenges, any time fire is needed to complete the challenge must be shot at point blank range unless under the influence of a super flame power-up. Speedway obstacles must be shot at point blank range. Reinforced chests can be opened without using the proper method for opening them.
Great! The Superflight power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Apologies, its reinforced chests can't be opened without using the proper method for opening them. So what I'm doing is I'm flaming the lamps at a long range distance. I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is go back to ground and start from the beginning. Also, big armoured enemies that cannot be defeated without using the proper method for defeating them. The bear we ran into before was called Moneybags. He's the game's gatekeeper to ensuring we have collected enough gems on our journey, and is designed to be a greedy tax collector who does not care for anything apart from accumulating wealth. But there is an inconsistency with this logic. In Spyro 1, the total capital in the Dragon Kingdoms was 14,000 gems across 5 homeworlds, backed up by the old dragon on the news. Avalar has
Thanks for helping
10,000.
me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but
Avalar has 10,000 gems in total, and in Spyro 3 there are 20,000 gems across 4 homeworlds, and is backed up by the fairy later in that game that says that those are all of the gems also. So if we're gathering all 10,000 gems in Spyro 2, then Moneybags has no money, so what has he been doing before we arrived? My theory is that he is in Glimmer hoping to pilfer some gems in the mines. That is the equivalent to stealing from a reserve bank just after the money was printed, but he found a better opportunity in tolling Spyro in his efforts to defeat Ripto.
these little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
So this challenge is just to explain the basics of the spitting mechanic.
Nice shooting!
So what we collected before, after lighting those lamps, are orbs. They replace the frozen dragons as the primary collectible in this game, which are mostly used to restore portals which are inactive. Most of them are collected by completing challenges.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press...
Step through the portal next to me to go to some...
We're not quite ready to leave just yet. We have to finish off this challenge first.
You can pick up...
Unfortunately, we can't 100% complete this level. The reason why is because there is a ladder to the top of that cliff, and we don't have the ability to climb it yet. So what we have to do is do what we can in this level, and then come back once we're able to climb ladders. It is a pain, personally, because how I like to play these levels is complete the whole thing, move on to the next level. I don't like it when there are specific bits where we have to backtrack.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb.
Okay. We've done what we can, so we will head back to the portal where we got that talisman and go back to Summer Forest.
Oh no! Oh, hello! We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Here we are in Summer Forest. It serves as our first homeworld, similar to the homeworlds in Spyro 1, although it is harder to die in these homeworlds. This serves as the hub for several portals to different civilizations. Unlike Spyro 1, each level has their own subplot for us to resolve if we want a talisman.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
So, what that means is we need to go to point A to point B in each level for the purpose of finishing the story. So it's completing the game but not getting 100%. The cheetah hunter, he appears the most often in this game when it comes to challenges. Throughout our travels, we need to collect as many orbs as we can, and Hunter gathers them as well. And he only hands them over after completing his challenges for the purposes of making the game more interesting. In Summer Forest, he does give us a tutorial on how to glide, which we need to complete to get an orb. And once we finish that gliding tutorial, we'll visit Colossus, which is the portal just across the lake. But first, we just need to gather as many gems as we can.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first... Okay, not bad. Now to...
So, this is just a simple glide.
Nice job. Now...
Then a glide and hover.
Very good.
And then we have to run up, jump, glide, and hover. Easy.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete.
Excellent, so we'll make our way to Colossus. One of the additions that I do like in Spyro 2 is that each level has their opening and closing cutscene. What we're seeing here is a Yeti terrorizing a monastery. The monks attempt to appease the Yeti by feeding it with a goat. The problem is the Yeti does not like the goat and eats a monk instead.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
This level elaborates the context behind the spirit particles that come from enemies instead of gems. These particles are used to activate a power-up, including Super Jump, Super Flame, Flight, and Invincibility. There is a power-up in every level.
By concentrating, I should be able to...
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Enemies like
So, Colossus is a small level in volume, but there are three orbs to collect, and they all need to be completed.
Each time you defeat an enemy.
Stop interrupting, Zoe. What was I saying? Yeah, there are 3 orbs to collect, and they make the level last longer.
Look what I can do.
But in terms of collecting the talisman, we are getting close to the Yeti.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest.
Even though I'm a vegetarian. I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
Since the building is not up to code, we do not have to fight the Yeti. I would like a boss battle this early in the game, but not Yeti, I'm afraid.
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
The challenge is to find the statues, and having Super Flame does not necessarily make the task easier. So long range shots on the statues are fine, because the challenge is finding them, not flaming them. And that's a reinforced chest that's been opened. We've got 7 more statues remaining, but what we're going to do now is go to do the ice hockey challenge. This was the first challenge that I really hated when I first played the game, but eventually...
Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a... You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
I eventually came to enjoy these challenges. So this task is very straightforward. We have to score 5 goals in 2 minutes. And as you can see, it all depends on which direction the puck is going and whether we can intercept it or we have to chase after it. We missed it again. One more goal to go and we've got an orb.
Well done. Have this. Would you like to try a game of one-on-one? The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
So this is an example of where my Super Flame restriction would be appropriate. It would not have made the first round unfair, but it will in this round because my opponent can fall over if flamed. So I can only use point blank range to keep things fair against the opponent. And it is tempting because there is also a skill point for getting 5-0. Oof.
done. Have this. If you stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
It's almost the equivalent of looking in a crystal ball and not being able to tell the future. So we're gonna hunt the rest of those statues and pick up the remaining treasure. And that should be the level all done. Now it's just the statues remaining. And foolishly, I forgot the two statues.
Well done, Spyro. You've...
And now we have everything. We'll exit the level and view the ending cutscene. Here we have two monks. They're having a debate about wealth inequality. The first monk is arguing that the wealth gap should increase and provides a solid argument. The second monk presents his arguments against wealth inequality. However, he goes blank, but is going to have another go. His argument is more compelling, and he is the winner. Each homeworld is divided into two parts. We'll always start outside the world's castle.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee. Okay, you don't have to learn to swim yet, but you won't get far in Avalar until you do.
So we always need to have enough gems to gain an ability to enter the castle.
Would you like to learn to swim underwater? Great. Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button.
So we can now swim, which we also need for the next level, Idle Springs. But for now, I'll see you there in the next video.